Warning: creating reviews for a living is my passion. I apologize beforehand for any comments made in this video that might offend people. I am in no way condoning discrimination against any groups, organizations, etc.
Hey, it's Jumpman. Like and subscribe.
Gives me love, gives me please that girl and gives me love, gives me.
I can't find it. It doesn't seem to be on any of these stations.
Oh, let me take the wheel.
It's too fast. How could you even tell what's on?
I can tell.
Stop.
Now, Edge.
Oh boy, here we go again. It's your boy Jumpman, and I know y'all been waiting on this one. So this episode starts off on a dark and stormy night. Beverly is trying to get water out of the faucet and only ice cubes come out. I guess the water got cut off again.
No hot water again?
So she grabs her Indiana Jones style hat and whip and she gets suited and booted and she goes out into the hallway. Beverly notices that the lights are out in the building, so she has to light a torch just to see. The stairs are also missing and made out of hair weave. She makes it to the rooftop, but not before she almost gets attacked by a pack of rats. Beverly then gets her Ben Franklin on and sticks a crowbar into a bucket of ice, drawing down the lightning and melting the ice into water.
Come on, Mother Nature! It's time to get my Ben Franklin on!
So mission accomplished, right? Nothing bad happens. She gets the water, she hops on the wig ladder and heads back down, but she gets distracted and starts talking to her neighbor Ricky about the rats in the building. The wig ladder snaps, and she plummets all the way down to the bottom, but not before she catches herself with the whip that she brought. The water splashes down, and poor Ricky. Beverly comes back to the family and explains to them that she's tired of running the gauntlet just to get water. Gray explains to Beverly that what Delphine is doing isn't just a problem with the system, but a feature of the system itself.
She's just the product of a bureaucratic machine whose main purpose is to make the rich richer and the poor poor.
So Gray and Beverly both decide they're going to go to the monthly tenants meeting and give Delphine a piece of their minds. Reggie is in charge of the Indiana Jones stuff now, so he decides he's going to whip Junior in the face for no reason.
Oh, never mind. I guess I'm a natural.
I was wondering why they chose Indiana Jones with the whip, but now it's starting to make more sense. Delphine starts off the meeting by letting all the tenants know that she knows that they're only there for the donut holes. So she builds a high-tech laser barrier around the donuts and hires a security guard. So Delphine has this whole it ain't that bad thing going on. It's a whole thing where people really don't care about the conditions in which they're living in. Delphine also mentions that the muggings went down, and then this happens.
Give me your money.
Oh my gosh. They did not do my boy Gerald like that.
Look how they massacred my boy.
So Delphine adjourns the meeting and she unlocks the laser cage around the old donuts.
Okay, meeting adjourned. Let's bust down these 3-day-old donut holes!
So everybody's only worried about the donut holes, including Beverly. Gray has to remind her what she's there for. Beverly scolds Delphine and lets her know what is she going to do about the lack of hot water in the building.
What are you gonna do about the lack of hot water?
But Delphine shows why she's building president.
What do we say when we can't go on, but we wake up in the morning anyway?
It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
All of the building's tenants go back to eating donut holes, and Beverly, Gray, and Lisa head back to the house to regroup.
Maybe you can fix the system too, from the inside. Run for president.
So Gray convinces her mom to run for building president, and Reggie doesn't think that she can do it, so they come up with a bet, and whoever loses has to cook the other person dinner. Outside the building, Beverly and Gray both set up a stand to take people's blood sugars, and some weirdo walks up to her and thinks that she's talking about testing a whole nother kind of sugar.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm testing your sugar, baby.
Boy, if you don't...
Gray and Beverly both go to see what the commotion is, and it looks like Delphine is having a block party with chicken promotions and butt shaking on the cars.
What's going on here?
So Delphine is laughing at Beverly because she's trying to beat her by checking people's blood pressures. Gray knows that Beverly is probably going to lose, so she lets her know that she has to start pandering to the people and start working off of their emotions in order to get on their side. Or in the way she explains it,
You have to reach them to teach them. You have to twerk with them to work with them.
Reggie and Junior are done doing their Indiana Jones trying to get the water from the roof, and they decide to clean up the house. So Junior grabs the cleaning supplies from under the sink, and Reggie just starts dumping all of these cleaning supplies all into one bucket, like an idiot. They both get choked up by the fumes, and they pass out in the kitchen, lying motionless. I don't know what the creators of Good Times or if it's Netflix, I don't know. I don't know where the budget is going. Look at that. Look at this. I know this is like something small. You're like, yeah, we can't see the bottom of the bottle. We're never going to see that. Dude, just look at this. There's an O missing. Right there. There's an O missing in product. Beverly is outside the building speaking to all the single mothers. Well, actually, she's pretty much trying to speak to all the groups while also trying to single out the other groups behind their backs.
Single mothers are the backbone of society.
And then says she's going to get rid of the old people.
Seniors wasting space while they wait to kick the bucket.
And then she flips on the single moms.
I can finally clear out all those unruly single mothers.
Beverly also gets in good with the gangbangers by giving them Free Bullet Friday and by making Tupac's birthday a project's holiday.
Free Bullet Friday. And we'll make Tupac's birthday a project's holiday.
Beverly seemed like she's winning the overall vote, so she goes home and there's green fumes all around the apartment. Reggie and Junior are knocked out.
Reggie!
As the family sits around the TV, they notice that Delphine puts a smear campaign out against Beverly. Beverly decides to make her own campaign ad against Delphine, but she also needed the money. That's when Gray decides to go to Dalvin. He just lets her know that he wants his money back with interest. Beverly finally gets the money for her campaign ad, and she wins over everybody's heart with her struggle stories.
And right over there was where I had my jaw cracked by a police nightstick. It is that bad, but it doesn't have to be.
Delphine's on the toilet big mad, so she puts a hit on Beverly.
I want the word out. Bev Evans should meet the heavens.
Dalvin is riding around in his pimped out baby stroller when all of a sudden, the literal streets start telling him some stuff about Delphine putting a hit out on his mother.
Word on me is your fine-ass mama is in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Delphine is talking about taking her out.
They really wanted us to know that he was impersonating Rick Ross.
Boss.
Reggie and Junior both try to fold up a sheet together and they end up tangled up, and this happens.
Delphine put a hit out on Mom. Why are you dressed like Black Klansman?
Reggie lets Beverly know that he needs her at home because he can't cook and chicken ain't cheap.
And I'm not just saying this because I keep burning the chicken. I support you no matter what, baby. But chicken ain't cheap.
So Beverly decides to make her own decision, even through the dangers, and she turns down Reggie's offer. Dalvin meets up on the rooftop with Hooters to make a deal to protect Beverly.
Now this deal between me and you, I can't let nothing happen to my mama, you feel me?
During the debate, Beverly seems to be winning the side of the people, explaining to all of them that Delphine is the one who has the building in such horrible conditions.
And the laundry machine. It is supposed to get your clothes clean, right? All our clothes look like they were designed by Kanye.
Delphine has had enough, so she signals out to the hitman to do his job and take out Beverly.
Approval ring out and let it start now. Right here in this room, right now.
He's just standing there.
So the hitman finally reboots his brain and he takes his shot at Beverly, but misses because Reggie hits him with the Indiana Jones whip at the last second. I am sure that after this next joke, I am 1000% sure that this show was supposed to come out in a different era, but got released in 2024. They make a hardball G-Baby reference.
I've been hit. They shot me like G-Baby.
Luckily for everyone, Reggie's tight wallet actually is the thing that saved his life.
Thank the Lord for your thrifty ways. Your tight wallet might have saved your life.
So Gray receives a phone call that Beverly lost the race, and even though Beverly's down about it, she feels like at least she made a difference in her community.
But if I was able to convince even a few people to say it is that bad, maybe it was all worth it.
So Beverly sticks to her end of the deal, and she starts dinner, but then Reggie comes in and says that he's going to do it for her instead. And then the Roaches celebrate. Delphine heads down towards the Evans family's front door with an eviction notice in hand, ready to get rid of them once and for all. As she places the eviction notice on the door, she hears something behind her.
Black Jesus!
He wants to be Mr. Pickles. This next scene was so bloody and gory and gruesome. I had to blur it out, of course, with this show. Delphine ends up at the bottom of the steps crushed and is eaten alive by rats. Gray then shows her lack of empathy by smiling and smirking after she hears about Delphine's death.
Oh, really? Man, that universe, huh? Beverly, Delphine fell through the floor-to-floor hole. She's dead.
She then goes a step further by taking a picture of Delphine's body and putting a filter over the face. Damn, Gray, you scary.
Beverly, congrats. You're the president now.
Wow.
Congrats, Ma!
Congrats, best friend!
Dalvin ominously pops up into the windowsill and lets Beverly know that she has the juice now.
You got the juice now, Ma.
And they end the episode here. What have I learned from this episode 5 of Good Times? What have we learned? What have we learned? Unlike the other episodes that I've done before, what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to give my good and bad from what I liked and what I disliked from the episode. And then I'll close out with the final rating. What I liked. Really, it was nothing, but let's be constructive here. The family support was really dope. I love how they supported Beverly and had her back. The joke about the 3-day-old donut holes was really funny. I couldn't help but to laugh on that part either. The hitman made me laugh because of how brain dead he was. And also the joke about Kanye West's clothes, you know, about the washing machine dyeing their clothes brown. That joke made me blow air out of my nostrils as well. Now, let me explain to you what I hated about the episode. Now, I know I said I was going to be constructive, but listen. The slave imagery in this episode, they thought they was trying to get one off on us on this one. With the whole whip and them having the Ku Klux Klan sheets over Reggie and Junior and everything. It all just screams, please help us find an audience. Please tell us our identity. Tell us who we are, please. I didn't like the gratuitous violence with Ricky getting his face burned off and with Delphine being pretty much just gruesomely decimated, dude. It was just insane. It was very confusing to watch on my screen. I don't like how they did my boy Gerald from Hey Arnold, man. I don't like that it ain't that bad. I didn't like the ugliness and the laziness of the animation. I don't like how they made black women and single mothers look. There was just a whole bunch that I didn't like about this episode. The dancing and the twerking, everything. Unfortunately, this episode gets a 3 out of 10 from me. And the only reason why I'm giving it a 3 out of 10 is because they seem like they're actually trying to come up with a storyline to push through the narrative of this Good Times monstrosity. So I guess I'll give them that at least. Alright, y'all. That's it. I just wanted to rant for a second. Thank y'all for listening to me. Thank you for watching and enjoying. Let me know what y'all think about Good Times episode 5 down in the comment section. It's your boy Jumpman, and I'm out.